This shit is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. And even, you know, this is after the nerf, right? We were getting 8,000% finisher damage. Casually hitting damage cap with this, not even a full build, is just stupid. Those boys just evaporate.
Babies gurgling, new health scrubber bubbling up.
I don't even have enough enemies on screen. I don't even have enough enemies on screen. What is this stupidity?
Bringing it a little close, no?
Sure. 198 million casual, you know, just whatever. This is the new Blade Storm for him. And I've tried it on some other builds, like Inaros. Oh my gosh, y'all don't even need to know what that stupidness does. Remember, Inaros opens you up to finishers on Sandstorm, on Desiccation. You could put Savage Silence on Inaros, and it's just cracked. Literal crack. $1.2 billion? Come on, DE. What are we doing right now? What is this? What is this? Was this nerfed? Was OBEX INCARNON nerfed? Because it doesn't look like it to me. This is just so crazy to me. You guys already see like the stupidity of what they're doing with, you know, Spam Cyto 9 and Sculptor. That's just, you know, that's gonna get a nerf for sure. This literally breaks the game. This breaks the game. This breaks the game with Ash. Like, you can't die. You got Rolling Guard. You know, this breaks the game. Good grief.
To critical. Activate
My
scrubber,
gosh.
get the hell out of there.
No, I got a few more to kill. Wow. Truly a game of all time. Truly. I'm just gonna wait for Torment. There we go. Oh, Torment, where did you go? You evaporated, bro. Like, oh, this is so stupid. Everyone dies. Everyone dies. Look at this. Good grief. Everyone dies. This is just so good. I hate playing like this. This is such nonsense. Like, why don't you just do this for hours and hours and hours? I guess some players, you know. Oh, brother. Guess I could head out. The follow-through is 90%. The follow-through on this weapon is 90%. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. Like, yeah, I could just literally chill, refresh silence whenever it's up, just teleport and kill everything. Just teleport and kill everything. Good grief. Perfection. You all explode. You all just explode. That guy, he's dead. I didn't even touch him. He just died passively with the amount of damage that, you know, you're outputting. It's just, this is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Holy moly baloney.
You got any use for this?
And my OBEX build isn't even done yet. It's not even done yet. And this is, oh my, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Satisfying? Hell yeah. It's like one of the most satisfying things. 438 million. Like, really? This is like one of the most satisfying things they've put in the game so far. We all love just seeing these numbers. God, the dopamine just hits so hard when you just see billions upon billions of damage just pop up. Like, this is so good. Alright, let me get out of here. Hopefully... try to leave. Show you all the build that I have right now. And thoughts on this stupidity. Because this is just crazy talk. They just all die. They all die. They all die. My gosh. This guy, let me see if I can just... Yep, he's dead on proxy. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. You all just explode. Explode on death. My gosh. Too bad OBEX's augment is kind of wonky, you know. I tried it out. It's kind of weird. But all right, let me get out of here. This is just foolishness. Oh, we got an acolyte. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got mania. Let's see. Mania, where did you go, brother? Oh my gosh. All right, let me get out of here. All right, let's talk about this nonsense. That is the OBEX Incarnon. We got to talk about this weapon. We have to talk about this weapon. So, right now, my Ash is on this build. Silence on 4. You get a boost with Precision Intensify. Finisher damage over 1,000%. The more, the better. If you want to just go nuts and hit damage cap, you can try Wrathful Advance. I haven't yet. Smoke Shadow procs, you get more crit chance. Crepuscular procs, you get more crit damage. Bolt Augmented is giving you more damage on everything. Teleport is more than enough range on 79%. Finisher bonus 427%. Oh, Lord. Steel Charge is giving you some melee damage. Obviously, you could run Growing Power, and just get more ability strength. It doesn't matter. You're going to be hitting damage cap. Especially with harder enemies. The more you go, right? So, the shards I have on them are 2 armor to boost armor above a certain number, because when I show you with OBEX, 1 energy max to boost to over 500. That way, your violet shard gives you 74% melee crit damage more. Obviously, you could drop ability strength and put another violet shard for even more, because you're going to be crit chancing, and the more crit damage will immediately. You could start a mission and immediately hit level cap on as soon as you max out your combo. So right now on this build, Crescendo is doing the heavy work, right? Because you're pretty much going to be max stacks combo on as soon as you go into Incarnon form, finish a group of enemies, it'll bump you up to 12x combo, and then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the mission. The only thing you'll have to worry about is when Incarnon form is gone, you just re-enable it again, and depending on your heavy attack efficiency, it'll go back to 0 and charge back up to 12, and that takes I think 2-3 seconds. So not the end of the world. So I'm going for damage. Free slot for Prime Bane. I'm going to use this ribbon I just rolled. Finisher damage with some toxin. I might just take this off. Corrosive, and now I have a free slot for Bane mod, or whatever the hell I want to put on there. I don't even know. I didn't even know. I don't need range on this build, you know. I don't even know if this does anything. Melee elementalist. I, you're not proccing status too much. You know, you're hitting them and they die. So it's really up to you. So, and then of course, just discipline's merit, or maybe this. Nah, that's on technical kills. Never mind. Or dispatch. No, that's on heavy. Let me see. I don't know. Probably discipline's merit is probably the best. Uh, yeah. I don't. I don't think anything else is worth it. So you could slot that in, and you know, just open up yourself as soon as your incarnate runs out. That way you don't lose your stacks, and then get back to the killing. You know, we could go through the evolutions. When you activate, you're going to do a large radial attack for each finisher strike, right? I think it's 15 meters. I'm not sure what it is. I have to test. I'm pretty sure somebody probably figured it out how what the radial attack is, and I don't know if it is affected by range mods on your weapon. I don't think so. So this is why I went with the true armor blue shards on Ash, just to bump him over 450. You're going to get 80% finisher damage. When this released, it was coded to 8,000 finisher damage. So, you know, you guys saw the videos where people were just doing damage cap on every hit. Damage cap, billions upon billions of damage, which, you know. But as you can see in the couple minutes I just played, you could hit 1.2. You could hit damage. I think I hit damage cap 1 or 2 times already in there, and some billions. You know, with this setup. This one is kind of good, right? It's kind of good if you're going for a more combo focus build, which you don't need to. You can literally just run like a high damage build, and with influence, and you're still gonna open up a lot of enemies to finishes where you don't even need a finisher enabling frame. So it's kind of good. But then if you're not running a finisher enabling frame or ability, you could always use Naramon. When you void sling, I'll show you in a second, where it opens up enemies to finishers. This one I just went with range because 2.45 is more than enough to get by. This is okay too, if you like zooming around. This is pretty nice. You're always going to be finisher killing, so you're always going to be max stacked up with parkour velocity. So, and then this is actually pretty nice too if you still want to use your guns. But then if you're going crescendo, you don't have to worry about your combo, once you max it. So range is always good. And then the last perk, I just went with crit damage. 1.2 on incarnate form, which is, always good. Base status chance is always nice if you're don't really care about the finisher gimmick of this weapon, and you just want to use it for influence and all that, but then if you're going to do that, you might as well just use Kota Hirudo. You know, you're going to get lifesteal back, and that weapon is just better overall. And this is crit chance and status chance. Decent balance, you know, if you just want to do a balance build, but, you know, Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds do exist, so you really don't need this. I don't know why D keeps doing this when those two mods, you know, boost you anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this build. I thought I had a format out OBEX years ago when I was using Atlas, you know, with stat stick, but I guess not. I mean, it might have been like the regular OBEX because we used to use this, you know, if you guys remember. But yeah, I think the ribbon is going to hit very nasty. Like that finisher damage boost is going to be that's going to be nasty. That's going to be. I might roll this if I get finisher damage, crit damage, or finisher damage, melee damage. Oh my god, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like nothing survives. So nothing survives. So some other builds I was playing around with. Of course, you got Banshee, right? You got Banshee. She opens up finishers with silence, so you might have to go like negative range a little bit, or you're gonna have to roll in and out, and then, you know, put Savage Silence on. You don't need Nourish. You can put, you know, Zephyr's Subsume on here, because that will open up the finishers, or Mag's Pull that opens up the finishers, and then you can just, you know, drop Sonic Fracture, put Savage Silence. You don't need Resonance if you're going to do that, and yeah, you could just start killing. You could even drop Circumvent for Arcane Fury. So, if you guys didn't know, I have this on Folly right now. Airburst opens up all enemies pulled into Airburst
The multitude of creatures
to
you have
finisher.
immobilized would cry out in thanks.
So, ideally, this Subsume on some frames with OBEX Incarnon does some really silly things. Let me get the combo up and show you what I mean. Alright, let's drag them in. And they all die. Yeah. That's how it works. You airburst the area, you ground finisher, and they all die. Let's do that again. See if I can get up to 12x combo. And they're all dead. So yeah. That is definitely an option. Obviously though, you're going to need finisher damage. And if you go past like, I want to say like level 800 or so, it takes 2-3 times to kill, and then it gets progressively harder. So that's why, you know, ideally Ash is like the best frame for this because of Savage Silence and his teleport, you know, automatically hits a finisher. But, you know, you got other frames you could do this with. You got Inaros, which I was saying earlier. Let me see the builds I have here. So, I got a silence build. Elemental Sandstorm can suck them up and proc some status on them as well before you hit them with the finisher. So desiccation also works as a finisher. Drag them in, and they're all dead. Millions of damage. Just like that. If you don't want a sandstorm, you can do that. And they all explode. So, but I think sandstorm is the better, because you're gonna at least drag in a few enemies, and that's all it takes. You just need to hit one of them, and the whole, surrounding area just dies. It just dies. So you see, and even silence opens up to a finisher. So depending on your range, if if you're doing the timing right, you don't need a secondary way of opening up enemies to finishers. You could just run silence, and a lot of frames will benefit from that. So it's this weapon is just it's cracked. It's cracked. I wouldn't even be surprised if DE reevaluates this over the next week. Because there's no with like very little investment, you can hit damage cap with this. Like it's so silly. I don't even have pull on this build. Uh, it's just it is what it is. Now, if I put Breach Surge on her 3, um, could you imagine that? If I put Breach Surge on her 3 and have full, right? And of course, pull is also a subsume, right? Get over here. You're all dead. Maga is especially good with this because, for one, she auto strips armor. So you can strip armor, pull them in. They're all dead. If you want, you can put silence on her as well. I haven't even tested that out. I'll probably make a silence build for her, because this is just crack. Look at this. It's crack. I'll probably lose her 3 because her 4 generates more than enough shields to shield gate. So yeah. This is just silly. Mag might actually be a really good candidate for how you're playing. Obviously, Kalervo, Wrathful Advantage with Silence. The possibilities of you consistently hitting damage cap with a lot of frames is there. Consistently. Yeah, this is great. This is great. This is the weapon I wanted them to put in the game. Well, the evolutions and stuff. This feels right. It feels right. It just feels like you could just walk around and just obliterate the surrounding area with as much damage as you want. Just literally obliterate. So yeah, this is great. Um, Wukong is another candidate as well. Put silence on him. Just for the augment, you could always open up finishers right there, right? Whenever you fly around. So they all die. They all die. This is so great. They all die with this build. And it's not even done yet. And everything dies. I love this. This is so good. And you can, you can even play this normally. Right? Influence. And just, attack. Influence is gonna pace and pace and pace, and then you're gonna get those beefier targets where you will mercy kill them, and then guess what? The whole surrounding area just goes bye-bye. Right? It just goes bye-bye. See what I mean? 2 hits without any external buffs or anything, which is really good for base steel path. Oh, that's not even base steel path. Heavy damage. That's 235. So yeah, I'm done rambling. I'm gonna finish this OBEX build and cause a lot of damage to a lot of enemies. This is great. I have Vectus up next. Then I will probably get Destreza and Stug. Or I might just wait till they rotate, whenever. Other 9 weeks or so. Yeah, Ballistica, I did a video on it. And it's such a great weapon. Like, this is so good. They cooked with these. I know a lot of players aren't fans of how the Vectus is. But I think it's fine. Yeah. This weapon cooks, man. This thing cooks. They're all ghosts. Infinite punch through. They're all ghosts. The ghosts don't do anything, but it's fun to see them. So. This is so great. Maybe one day someone will figure a way to make these specters do something useful out in the battlefield. God, you know what this reminds me of? The old catch moon. When you're just shooting down a hall? You guys remember that, right? Well, the old heads remember. That old catch moon was just straight down the hall. Straight down the hall, you obliterate everything. So yeah, so much so that catch moon is still my most used secondary at 14%. That's how long I used that weapon until it got nerfed. So Rubico Prime, just because old Eidolon Hunter, and Wukong is up there for I don't know why. I think I just use Wukong for spy and like very short missions because it's just easier just flying around the place. But I don't really use Wukong that much. I use Volt for Eidolon hunting way back in the day. But yeah, Nova, Lavos. Lavos Prime is down there, but yeah, Lavos and Nova. I like them a lot. All the flavors are good right now in Warframe. There's none that are objectively bad. You can make them into anything useful. Especially now that you have this stupid weapon, you know? You slap silence onto any frame, and you're a walking genocidal maniac. I don't care what frame you have, you know? You know, everyone likes to shit on Banshee and say she's the worst. Wrong! Banshee Banshee is not the worst frame in this game. There is no worst frame. There are worse players. There are no worse frames. Every frame is good. Ureli is good. Kome is good. You know, to the point where, like, I think like a week or two ago in ETA, I got 3 frames. It was, I think, like Ash, Kome, and Ivara. Maybe Ivara is the worst frame. But, you know, she has some tricks as well that I'm not even going to mention on this video because you'll just have to search some of those stupid things out. But Kome, man, like I have no former on this build, and this right here got me so comfortable through ETA. Like it was ridiculous. Like Omamori like keeps you alive all the time, and then I paired it with damage reduction Eclipse, and yeah, it was just very very comfortable. Like I didn't have to worry about energy, because Energy Nexus tops off my energy before Eclipse runs out, and yeah, this is a very very comfortable build, and you could just go hours and hours without worrying about dying. You know, in the off chance your shields break, they instantly recharge. Aegis will proc, circumvent, roll through some Eximus, and get 10,000 Overguard. And yeah, she's a fun frame when you are bored, because of the roguelike aspect of her. She's pretty fun. I just don't play her enough because I don't like the playstyle. But to say that she's bad is just ridiculous, like there's no bad frames. DE has done a very good job with all of these frames over the years on rebalancing. Pablo is doing some very good revisits lately, so hopefully he keeps cooking and gets some frames that are on the lower end of keeping up with some of the ones on the higher end into a more uh, competitive state, I would say. Because of course you could just pick Sevagoth and just go, nuke tile sets over and over and over again, or Saren, or Cyto 9. You don't even have to move around. You're just shooting through walls and Sobek spamming. And that just gets annoying when you're playing with, a random squad and somebody is just killing everything. Then I don't, I'm at the point in the game where I really don't care, if somebody just wants to go ahead and just evaporate everything. But sometimes I do like playing Warframe to, kill enemies. As funny as that may sound, sometimes you just want to come into the game and kill some enemies. And when you have another player just wiping the map, it's a little annoying, you know. Um, but yeah, like Mirage, she can easily map clear now with Sculptor, Prism Guard. If you go on Trade Chat right now, a lot of people are asking for Prism Guard. It's in the Nightwave shop this week. Don't spend any plat. Just get it yourself and try out the builds. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling. I'm going to finish this OBEX and put it away. I just don't want to. This is too much damage for me. I don't want to play with this. I am fine playing with other weapons. This with Ash is just I already know myself. It's going to get very boring very fast, and I'm I would put the game down and not play for weeks. So, yep. All right. I'll probably make another video when Vectus is farmed. I think my Vectus right now is pretty good forma-wise. Let me see. Vectus Prime. Where are you? I got 6. I got 3 on my regular Vectus. I haven't used this weapon in a long time. This could drop. Don't need that. Uh, yeah, the weapon I have right now is okay. That minus status chance is pretty garbage, but this used to be, tri-cap build. I do have this weapon, this ribbon. I might slot this. This is pretty good, but then are we running multi-shot or QDI? We gotta test when we get that Incarnon adapter. Anyway, all right, I'm out of here.